Playing quarterback is a game of efficiency. No, not yards per attempt. It's about making the most money possible while keeping your ass securely seated on the bench.
Sorry. What's up, boy? You did good.
This video is not a story about failure, rather an inspirational tale about the American dream. Getting paid to do next to nothing. Shout out to Matt Rule. Which QBs made the most money for the fewest snaps is coming up right after this. Do you know where self-improvement starts from? It's not just in the batting cage, it's in your kitchen. With Factor, healthy, delicious meals are delivered right to your door with no prep and no mess. Plus, they cut out stressful meal planning and tedious shopping trips, so you can stay on the go and have more time to head to the cage and rip some tanks. Factor supports wholesome eating and has ready-to-go meals that fit any diet. Keto, calorie smart, chef's choice, vegan or veggie, it's all here and all easy. I love how the meals are ready to go and absolutely delicious. So after this video, head to go.factor75.com/5.60 and use code 5.60 to get 60% off your first box. Again, that's go.factor75.com/5.60 from the link below and use code 5.60 to get 60% off your first box. Drew Stanton. Drew Stanton's greatest highlight may have come from the sideline. And to be honest, he made the most of his money standing right there on the freaking sideline. The former Michigan State Spartan was a third-round pick of the Detroit Lions in 2008. Yes, those 2008 Lions, the ones that finished the season 0-16. Stanton was one of 5 quarterbacks to throw a pass that year for Detroit, and miraculously he managed to finish the season without running out of the end zone. Stanton only threw 3 passes in Detroit and went on to Arizona, where he spent most of his career. But he also spent time as a Jet, Brown, and a Buccaneer before calling it quits in 2020. By the time Stanton hung up his very clean cleats and this dress, he had raked in over $31 million in the NFL. $31 million? If you do the math, that means Stanton earned $48,485 every time he threw a pass. Stanton started 17 games in the league, the equivalent of a full season with the new schedule, and earned $1.88 million for each of those starts. Unlike the other guys on this list, however, Stanton actually posted an overwhelmingly positive record at 11-6, despite throwing just 20 touchdowns to 24 picks in his career. Still a finesse king, if there ever was one. JaMarcus Russell. Despite hearing his name called first overall in the 2007 NFL Draft ahead of Hall of Famers like Calvin Johnson, Darrelle Revis, and Adrian Peterson, Russell managed to secure an exceptional bag in near record time. Russell flamed out by 2009 for a number of reasons. He didn't watch film, he didn't really spend time on his body, and he was saddled with a dumpster fire of an organization, but that didn't keep Russell from cashing in that sweet, sweet cheddar. He started just 25 games in his career, winning a paltry 7 of them. But here's what matters. Russell nabbed over $39 million from the Raiders. For that, you can thank the old rookie pay scale that allowed him to hold out and sign a 6-year, $61 million deal before he ever threw an NFL pass. Boy, I wonder what stocks his agent buys. So when you do the math, Russell earned $57,889 per throw and $1.57 million per start. He may be the greatest bust of the 21st century, but his wallet is almost as heavy as he is. Paxton Lynch. Paxton Lynch may have been the least notable first-round bust of all time. He didn't make nearly as much money as a lot of the other guys on this list, but he ranks highly in terms of cash per start because, hey, but compared to Lynch, Brock Osweiler might as well have been Peyton freaking Manning. Lynch was maligned for spending more time with his Xbox than his playbook, and it showed on the field. The lanky quarterback had a slow release and slow processing skills, 2 things that are vital for a career in staying the off a football field. Without signing a second contract, Lynch earned over $8 million in just 2 full NFL seasons. That means he pulled in $68,854 per throw and $2.2 million per start. For a man that looks like a pirate, that's a lot of booty. Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn got absolutely paid thanks to one game. No, it wasn't the 2007 National Championship when the LSU Tigers defeated the Ohio State Buckeyes. Flynn's magnum opus came on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in 2011. Aaron Rodgers had compiled such a masterful season that the one-loss Packers gave him a day off in Week 17, opting to let Matt Flynn take the reins, 80 yards and 6 touchdowns on 44 attempts. The Packers obviously won the game, but Flynn's performance won him some cash. Flynn had conveniently saved this moment for the last game of his rookie contract, and there was one team watching. The 2011 Seattle Seahawks believed they were just a quarterback away from becoming a contender. And they thought that man was Matt Flynn and lured him to the Pacific Northwest with a 3-year, $19 million deal. In just one season, Flynn would go on to throw exactly 9 passes as a Seahawk. It's not that Flynn was bad, it's just that surprise rookie Russell Wilson was really good. Well, back then. It was obvious the Hawks didn't need him anymore, so Flynn was dealt to the Raiders. He might be higher on this list, but he actually got some extended play in 2013, his second stint in Green Bay when Aaron Rodgers went down with an injury. Flynn tossed 166 passes in A-Rod's absence, winning half of his 4 starts. Ultimately, Matty Splice retired with just 357 passes on his resume, earning a grand total of $53,845 per attempt. Oh yeah, he got a Super Bowl ring in the process, but other than that, he's only started 7 games in his career, amassing a career record of 3-4. That means each start has netted him a cool $2.75 million. Call him Errol Flynn the way he swashbuckled his way into millions for basically one game. And finally, the NFL's king of making more for doing less, Chase Daniel. Chase Daniel was a legend at the University of Missouri, and man did he chuck the ball. In 4 years at Mizzou, Daniel threw a total of 1,609 passes, with 101 of them going for touchdowns. These numbers earned him Heisman candidacy twice over, first team All-Big 12, and well, absolutely nothing in the 2009 NFL Draft. 7 rounds came and went before Daniel signed as an undrafted free agent in Washington and eventually New Orleans, where Daniel would earn a Super Bowl ring despite never setting foot on the field. That set the tone for his incredible career. By incredible, I mean how much money he has made for basically sporting a Surface tablet and clipboard his entire life. Daniel has played for 7 teams. As for touchdowns, he's thrown 8 of them. In total, Daniel has attempted just 261 passes in his career, about half of what he threw in his entire senior year at Missouri. Despite all that, Daniel has earned a grand total of $41,828,471 in his 14-year career. Doing the math, that's $160,262 per pass. Not bad work if you can get it. Daniel has earned the equivalent of an excellent yearly salary for a hard-working American every time he's cocked his arm and thrown a ball. His best earning year came in 2016 when he signed a 3-year, $21 million deal with the Eagles. He made exactly 1 pass, a 16-yard completion, and earned $7 million for that throw, later having the audacity to ask for his release when the team signed Nick Foles. And Daniel is technically a loser, owning a career record of 2-3. But by any other measure in life, he's a winner beyond imagination because each start he has had in the NFL has earned him $8.37 million. Now that's how you chase the bag. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and if you made it this far, subscribe. I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to my next video.